Hello everybody, this is just a quick video. Now I have my car painted. The first thing it's with surface primer. This is the fine grid, and I put 3 coats of this one, and then I put 3 coats of the TS45. This is the pearl white, and so this is for this fantastic car. It's done, but as I can feel there is some bumps and some dust came out. So now it's the before I use the T65. This is the pearl clear, so the varnish for the car to apply the decals. I need first to sand it, and for sand it I got here paper sand. This is with for use with water. This is the 2000, and I got more like the 2015 I got here. So I got it the 1000. I got here 1000 and half and 2000 and half to use it. So I cut in like these little pieces, and I'm going to make a mixture with water. So I'm going to use regular water, okay, tap water. I'm going to put here some in the plate, and very important, dishwasher, okay. I just put here some drops. It helps a lot to smooth all the sanding parts. So now let's see if the paint is good for that. Paper towels to clean, so I'm going to have here some. So the first thing I'm going to do is put here sandpaper all in water. Okay, this is not going to dissolve and nothing. I got here the model. So it's ready. So I feel some parts it's not, you don't feel good. So just the best way to know it's just use your fingers to see it. So the first part I do is just clean to see if there is nothing of dust here. Okay, it's not because that is not a big problem. I got here hair. Okay, it's in the process, so let's try to remove this. And this part, it's going to remove some of the shine of the paintwork, but it's no problem. You are going to resolve that with the finish and all the buff you are going to do on this. So it's very simple, this part. Just put the plate right here, and with very easy, let's go. Even I put water all over the body of the car, and be careful with the curves. So it's very easy to go out some of the paint if you are going to be very brute on this. So I got this, and we start. Very gentle and with a little very slow, and I feel this to start to be very smooth. Okay, so careful with these areas. And let's see if I remove that little air. So I just go more strong more. Okay, and sometimes we need to put a little more pressure. Yes, it's very good, very good. Other thing very important, water. Water is very important. on the model. You don't want to make this step with dry model. Okay, this is the right sanding paper to do this. Sometimes we need to go again with some of the paint. In my past years I paint a lot real cars. I'm making designs and some draws for tuning cars and helmets and instruments, musical instruments. So yes, so I have a little experience on this. I spend lots of hours sanding. This is the worst part, but at the end, if you do it right, it's going to be fantastic. And yes, it's really smooth because this is a pearl. We don't lose too much of the shine. So I'm going to do this on all the parts I painted, and then I'm going to put the clear. And when I put the clear before of the decals, I'm going to do the same thing I'm doing here. Okay, so for me, I think the 2000 it's the nice part for this. I don't want this to be very smooth, because I want the varnish have something to grab. So it's very important if you have a little not so super smooth. Okay, so then you just wipe. It's still got some of the shine. Let's see, yeah, super smooth now. When I put the varnish, it's going to pop up again all the paintwork. And as you can see, it's very easy to make this part, but it's very important, guys. So here I feel it's not good, I go again, always with water, don't forget it. Here you got to have very careful, because it's very easy to remove the paint here on these areas where it's make this bending here, so very careful. These ones, this lock. So your finger is going to measure the smooth of this, and don't go with a bigger grid, because if you are going to do with a bigger grid, you are going to make a big mess, and you don't want that. Okay. So you can wash this before you do the clear coat. It's a pity you got here the marks of the mold, so it's not good, but so this is just an examples on these videos I'm doing. You see here some parts it leaves that bright, so it's normal. And if you want to go very deep, it's, you know, when you lose all the brightness, you are you sand it all through the last the last layer you give. So this is have 3 layers. Oh, it's good. So I'm going to grab now the wood. So here we got some parts, it's rise up, so it's better to give difficult. I can put the piece in the water, I bend a little. I just want to go first on the flat. And remember, it's very easy if you make a bit strong on this to remove the paint in some areas. So very careful. Let me see. Yeah. You can hear the sound. So this is the sound you want to hear. I have a little here of the shine I want to remove. And believe it, these paints with cans from Tamiya, they are really awesome. You make a very nice work with this. I'm going to make in the videos too, painting with the new colors from Tamiya, the LP. So it's a lacquer paints ready to use on the airbrush. I just use on tests and I like it a lot. It's dry really quickly, but I'm not in the part of the sanding, so I'm going to see how it's going to behave with the sanding part. Okay, so if you are thinking to paint with Vallejo colors or MIG colors, they are not good for this, because if you are going to sand it, it's going to remove it. So I have it this nice. The bottom of the car, you see, I use the TS14, and TS14 it's a bright. But I'm going to put the clear, flat clear on this, so it's going to remove all the bright. And one of the things I like to use the TS14, it's because with the bright you can see all the mistakes you got on your car. So this part I don't need to sand it, I really don't need it. So the sanding process is done. So I'm just going to clean this very well, and then I will go and put this on top. Okay, so let's go. And just in a second.